Yo, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straightforward Picks. We got best bets for NBA here for you today on Monday, January 8th, 2024. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, predictions here for you today. We got 3 picks that make a great value bets for this Monday NBA slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. We're almost there, guys. Make sure you guys follow us over on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Straightforward Picks for more picks, content, recaps, things like that. Also, be sure to check out our community Discord page as well. Absolutely free to do so. I'll have a link down below in the comment section and description for that. You get access to more picks, chat, and just a great way to connect with our communities. So be sure to check that out as well. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now, guys, it is with great pleasure that we're going to do a recap of yesterday, guys. It was an absolutely terrific day. We brought out the broom, guys. We got the 4-0 sweep. We absolutely love to see it. Great day in the NBA yesterday. We also cashed day 1 of our ladder as well. It's been a little bit since I've cashed day 1 of a ladder. I know it sounds horrible, but we were able to cash day 1 of our ladder. We got a 4-0 sweep. So we had Trae Young over 26.5 points. He cashes that in regulation. The game goes to overtime, finishes with 31. We cashed Jeremy Grant under 3.5 rebounds for plus 130. That was my favorite play of the day. And really cashed fairly easily. That game went to overtime. He only finished with 2 rebounds, which is kind of amazing when you think about it. Pelicans plus 3.5 spread. That was probably the easiest bet in my life. They won by like 34 or 35 or something like that. They were up by 50 at one point. It's absolutely ridiculous what was going on there. So we love to see that. And then finally Jonathan Kuminga under 16.5 points. He finishes with 13. So really everything was fairly easy across the board, which is what we love to see, guys. Great Sunday of betting in the NBA. And then our day 1 ladder, absolutely pretty good there as well. We had Trae Young in that ladder as well, and a few other safe picks for that ladder, which hit. So we moved to day 2 of our ladder, which may be out later. I may delay that till Tuesday. We'll see. Make sure you guys stay posted for that. Outside of that, guys, let's get right into our picks today. Let's do it again. Let's get a 3-0 sweep. May I also have an additional added play later. We didn't have a ton of lines out this morning. I didn't have lines out for the Suns-Clippers game, so I may put a pick out for that game as well. Without further ado, let's get right into our picks here today, guys. At number 1, we got Bam Adebayo. Under 23.5 points here for the Miami Heat. Minus 104 odds here on FanDuel. So, guys, Adebayo here under in 7 out of his last 10 games, 8 of his last 10 at home. So we like seeing that. Under in 6 out of his last 10 games overall without Jimmy Butler. So still hitting this under even without Butler in the lineup, which is obviously something we love to see. And this is a tougher, is more on the tougher side for Adebayo as far as matchup goes. Rockets allowing the 9th fewest points to centers, so we like to see that top 10 matchup here for us to the under. Starting centers, 8-2 to their under in the last 10 games versus the Rockets. So we love seeing that as well. Centers are hitting their unders here versus the Rockets, which is something obviously we love to see. Rockets here playing at the 3rd slowest pace, guys. The Heat 6th slowest pace. So that just means we have less possessions, less opportunities for Bam Adebayo to hit shots. And of course, Bam is going to have his hands full trying to guard Sengun down on the block. I could see him getting in foul trouble in a game like this, honestly. You just never know. But honestly, I think this is a great spot for him to go under. He is playing at home, so maybe more of those role players will step up here for the Heat. But like I said, in a slower pace game, against a good defensive team, this is just too high of a line for Adebayo. This is not a line that, even this season, he has been hitting this consistently. This is an awfully high line for him, so I think great chance he goes under today. So love it there for our number 1 pick, guys. We got Bam Adebayo under 23.5 points here for the Miami Heat. Minus 104 odds here on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with the Indiana Pacers plus 3.5 spread here versus the Boston Celtics. Minus 106 odds on FanDuel. Well, if you took this the other day on Saturday, you would have lost. The Pacers lost by 17 the other day versus the Celtics. So what's different? Well, the other day the Pacers were playing on a back-to-back. Honestly, could kind of see that one coming. They're 1-5 against the spread on no days rest. So they played the day before on January 5th. Beat the Hawks by 34. Were absolutely terrific. Came out the next day and just really got off to a sluggish start. Weren't really shooting the ball well early in that game. So I think in this particular spot, Pacers with a little bit more rest now. I think they bounce back here versus the Celtics. Honestly, they've been playing some great basketball lately outside of that game. And really, we're pretty close most of the way through until about the fourth. And they battled back and then just lost there in the fourth quarter. And Celtics ended up extending that lead and winning a little bit going away there. But outside of that game, before that game, they had won the previous matchup here with the Celtics 122-112 in the last home game versus Boston. That was on December 4th. So obviously that was a very good win there. We got both Jason Tatum and Kristaps Porzingis listed as questionable for this game. So obviously if they weren't to play, or if one of those guys weren't to play, that would be obviously very good for us. But like I said, back to the Pacers playing great basketball. Before this loss on Saturday to the Celtics, the Pacers won a 6-game win streak, beating the Milwaukee Bucks twice, the New York Knicks, the Houston Rockets, and Atlanta by 34 on that stretch. So they're playing some great basketball. So I do think that they get back to that. I think the Pacers here are starting to get some good momentum overall in the season. They're first in offensive efficiency for the year. Celtics are second. Pacers, though, lacking a little bit on the defensive end, 26th in defensive efficiency, Celtics second. But I think here, like I said, at home, I love the Pacers here in a nice spot at home. Celtics just 7-9-2 on the road against the spread. 6-9-2 as a road favorite. So we like seeing that, guys. I think, like I said, I think the Pacers here bounce back. So love it there for our number 2 pick. We got the Indiana Pacers plus 3.5 spread here versus the Boston Celtics. Minus 106 odds here on FanDuel. Okay, and finally at number 3, we got Jalen Williams over 25.5 PRAs here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Minus 120 odds here on Bet365. So guys, we got Jalen Williams here with a plus 5.64 projection on props.cash. So you see this line there at 25.5. Props.cash has a projection for him at 31.14. So, I mean, obviously, that's a lot of room to spare if you were to get that number. But obviously, we're going to see some volume here for Jalen Williams. We're going to see a lot of opportunity versus a Wizards team that just defensively is not very good. Matchup-wise, this is one of the better ones in the NBA that you could get. Wizards allowing the 11th most points, the second most rebounds, the third most assists to power forward. So really, holistically, you're seeing a very good matchup there really across the board. So that's why I love his PRAs today, specifically for this matchup. He's 5 out of his last 8, 6 out of his last 9 on the road to this line, so he's got pretty solid trends overall. Starting power forwards are 6-2 over the last 8 games to cash in their PRA line. So, like I said, they haven't been defending power forwards very well at all. I just watched Randall go off versus his team the other day. So like I said, I think Jalen Williams could definitely be in for a day here versus this Wizards defense. Like I said, mostly about the matchup. The trends are okay, but they're not the strongest. But like I said, I think this is mostly just about that matchup. I think Williams is going to be able to get this done for us. So love it there, guys, for our number 3 pick. We got Jalen Williams over 25.5 PRAs here for the Washington Wizards. Minus 120 odds here on Bet365. All right, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Outside of that, guys, we may have day 2 of our ladder challenge later. We may not. It just really depends. If we could find some stuff that we really like for today, we got to be a little cautious. We had some different matchups. Hornets and Bulls was another game I was looking at. Lions are kind of affected by Zach LaVine's presence, with him just coming back off an injury. So you got to be a little bit careful how we cap some of these games. Some of these guys coming back from injury. Some bigger spreads tonight as well. So we gotta be a little bit cautious. Like I said, we might have to delay day 2 till Tuesday. We will see though. If I could find stuff that I really love and I'm really confident in, we will do it. But if not, we'll wait till Tuesday. But outside of that, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at StraightFirePicks. Make sure you guys drop your favorite pick down below. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we will catch you all next time. Peace out.